While you're here, why don't you subscribe and hit the bell? That way you'll get all notifications for future videos. Thanks very much. So we're going to start with basing in some ceramite white. Using a medium sized brush, we want to just get good coverage over the whole miniature. Time to start trying to paint some grey. The problem I've found when you're trying to paint grey when it's supposed to be clothing is if you're just using grey paint, it tends not to look real. So what I try to do is I try to mix a little bit of colour in with the grey that's a more organic colour, like creams, browns, greens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with painting the robes, the inner robes. I'm going to be taking some Mechanicus Standard Grey and some Rhine Oxide. It will just be a touch of the Rhine Oxide, but it's just to add that little touch of a more organic colour to the grey for the base. Because although we'll be bringing it up, to a more grey finish, having that bit more organic look to the base coat makes a huge difference when you get to the end. This is a little bit messy with having to get used to the camera, but it's fine. That's why I'm doing the inner robes first, because it's easier to fix up any little mistakes on the outer robes. So that's that base coat done. Now for the outer robes, I'm going to be taking the Mechanicus Standard Grey again and adding in a little touch of Caliban Green. Now I've not cleaned the brush with the little touch of brown on it, just because all organic colours is good right now. We're getting that nice earthy look. Right now he is a little too brown, but obviously as we build up off of this, we won't be using the more organic colours with the highlights. Trying to avoid painting over the hair. We want to keep the hair white because we'll be adding a more creamy colour to the grey for the base for the hair. Although it's easy to touch over it, going over having that one thin layer with the cream over the white is better. So I would recommend touching the white up before moving on to painting the hair if you get any on it. Now for the hat, Gandalf's hat has a hue of blue to it. So again, when I get to the hat, I will just be taking some blue, mixing it in with the grey. Now as I add colours to this, it will start to come together. Now without cleaning the brush again, just on my little palette at the side here, I'm just mixing blue in with the grey. Just a little touch of brown or whatever. Fenris grey is probably quite a good colour to use as a base if you've got that. This will probably end up quite similar, maybe a little bit more bluish. Yeah, a bit more bluish. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a touch more grey into the mix. That's a finished painting. Right, and now for the beard. Again, it's my standard Mechanicus standard grey. Get it out with just a tiny touch of Ushabti de Bone on here. It's just to keep the sort of natural, more organicness to the greys. Now for the sword, I'm going to keep the sword simple and just paint that with the straight Mechanicus standard grey straight out of the bottle. But with that being metal, we don't have to worry about trying to fit in organics. Now I'm going with the technique that I'll just paint this grey and then I'll give it a little highlight, a little dry brush with Necron compound, and then it's a nice simple way to get blades painted. It gives you quite a, it's more realistic than painting them just all out silver, because to bead dirt and grime and stuff on them, if you paint it all silver you then need to try and paint the grime on, but if you do this and then just a little dry brush, it seems to maintain a more matte finish but it's still shiny, which I prefer. Now for the staff, coming in with a finer, more detailed brush with Rhinox Hide. Got that for a second there. Now this is darker than what we want the staff to be. Getting on that nice dark brown, to get the dark brown to go into all the little recesses, so that when we highlight, the dark brown is what you see in all the deeper areas. What we're going to do now, get a little bit Screaming Skull on a fine brush, and I'm just dragging that along my palette, just so there's just a nice amount on the brush. With the Screaming Skull, I'm just going to touch up on your skin. So you've got the two hands and the face. Now while I've still got some Screaming Skull on the brush, took a little bit of Mechanicus Standard Grey, and I'm just running it down all the top points on the robe. I'm going to take a good liberal amount of Nuln Oil. I'm going to use Nuln Oil over the outer robe. Get it to go into all the recesses as it should do. Okay, so I've lost the footage because my camera locked up. But what I did was I added a little touch of the same blue as I used before, but this time to the uniform grey, and just went over the top of the Gandalf's hat, the same way as I went over the top of the robes. So it just creates nice, if the camera pick it up, a nice bit of shadow in the recesses. I've taken some uniform grey and some ceramite white. And it's just a case, it's about 50-50, but obviously you only need the tiniest touch on your brush. And you just work your way across the hair, just to take away the sheen of the wash. Now, while I've got the little touch of white in this, I'm going to mix in more and more uniform grey, and just keeping the light one. I'm going to pick out some slightly more exaggerated highlights. Shouldn't be too exaggerated, but. So we're going to get some Monfang brown. We're going to try and pick out the highlight areas on Gandalf's staff. Just working your way along, making sure you don't flood the staff so that the lighter brown goes into the darker areas. It's also worth noting, at this time you'll also want to pick out the leather binding on the handle of Gandalf's sword, and if you mix in just a tiny touch of white, paint the belt and the little strap from Gandalf's bag. We're now going to take a touch of ceramite white and just touch up the stone that's on the end of Gandalf's staff. Make sure and subscribe so you don't miss out on me repainting and rebasing Gandalf on his cart. Thanks for watching.